Jungkook, why do I want to hug her? Jungkook shrugged off those thoughts before they took over him. Jungkook, stay in the room or do whatever. He went away saying that. Vine, what's with him? Where do I go now? She sat on the floor on her knees, cursing her fate, and after an hour, she slept on that floor without realizing. While Jungkook didn't go to his room the whole night, he just slept on the couch of the living room, even when he had a lot of other rooms in his house. It's just his habit to sleep on the couch whenever he's in a bad mood or when he can't figure things out. Jungkook woke up early morning and went to his room, hoping to see Vine, but he saw Vine sleeping on the floor, resting her head on the wall. He felt bad for her, so he picked her up and put her on the bed. When he was about to get up after putting Vine on the bed, his foot got tangled with the bed sheet and his foot slipped, making him fall on Vine. Her eyes opened and saw Jungkook right upon her. Jungkook looked in her eyes and immediately got lost, as if he saw mesmerizing diamonds in her eyes. While Vine was about to throw him off, because what thoughts does she supposed to have when she sees a man lying upon her? But before she could do that, he got up himself and even said sorry. Vine was shocked at this, because she thought he is either gonna kill her or use her. But he apologized. He went to his wardrobe, took his clothes out, and then went to the washroom and took a shower. While Vine sat on his bed all the time because she didn't know what to do. Jungkook came out of the washroom and said, "What? Are you still sitting here?" "Fine. Then what do I do? It's not like I can go outside of the house." Jungkook, aren't you hungry? Go and eat something. There will be something in the kitchen. Fine. I'm not hungry. Just come with me. I'll go first. He was about to go outside, but then she asked her, "Wait, why are you keeping me here? You didn't do anything last night, neither did you kill me. Then why are you keeping me here?" Jungkook didn't say anything because he wasn't sure about it himself. But whatever, he was sure about one thing, that he didn't want to let her go. "Jungkook, come downstairs first and have breakfast." "Fine, I'm not staying here anymore. I'm not your slave that will keep listening to you." Jungkook, then what will you do? Do you think you can run from here? Then you can try it later. But right now, come with me to have breakfast. She resisted it, so Jungkook held her wrist and took her. Vine, okay, wait. Let me wash my face and I'll come with you. Vine didn't want to be treated like a slave, so she asked some time for him. But little did she know that Jungkook is more stubborn than she thinks. Jungkook, okay then. Go and I'll wait for you right in front of the washroom's door. Vine, you don't have to do that. I will come right after. Jungkook, we'll go together. So come fast. I don't like waiting for anyone. Vine fake smiled and went to the washroom. Vine, why is he so much stubborn? Like, what did I do to go through all of this? Jungkook, are you sure you're just washing your face? Vine hurried up because he said he doesn't like waiting. When she came out, she saw Jungkook standing with his hands folded, patiently waiting for her. At the first sight, it looked attractive to her, but she shook her head and followed him downstairs. They both ate together without talking much, and after that, Jungkook went to his work. When he was about to leave, Vine asked him, "Where are you going?" To work. Fine. When will you come back? What about me? Can I go home? Jungkook, no. Then what do I do here? Why are you leaving me here? I'm not your wife or something. Jungkook, just stay here. Fine. How long are you gonna keep saying this? Jungkook didn't say anything because he himself didn't know what he is doing and why does he want her to stay with him. He just quietly walked away, but Vine held his hand. Vine, don't leave me. Just stay here or let me go. Why are you doing this to me? Vine had tears in her eyes as she said, I miss my parents. Please let me go. Jungkook looked at her. Don't ask me to let you go. I will stay here and give you whatever you want. But don't ask me that. He wiped her tears as he said that, because his heart ached when he saw her crying. She looked at him and saw his eyes red. She kept looking at him until a minute and then looked away. Jungkook, let's go to our room. Our room? Jungkook didn't reply her but just walked towards his room, and Vine followed him. He sat on the bed and gestured Vine to sit beside him. She couldn't refuse him. She sat beside him and felt uncomfortable when Jungkook put his arm around her neck. Vine, can I ask you something? Of course, anything. Vine, why do you kill people? What? Vine, as far as I know, people kill others either out of revenge or just because they're jealous of others. You killed so many people. It's definitely not for revenge. So, are you jealous of them? Are you that kind of a person? He kept quiet for a second, but then thought there's nothing to hide from her. So he told her, the first person I killed was out of revenge. Then I killed another person who kept blackmailing me because he saw me killing. So I killed him too. Then I kept killing and without realizing I came to this point. Jungkook, I don't know when I came here. It's been so long that I don't even need a reason to kill now. I feel really scared sometimes, which leads me to kill others. It's almost like I'm trapped here, addicted to it, and there's no going back. Fine. Why didn't you kill me then? Jungkook, Dad, I don't know myself. I just didn't want to kill you. This is the first time, so I'm surprised myself. Fine. I understand. People who are at war for too long eventually forget what they are fighting for. Why do you think there's no going back? Did you ever ask help from someone? Jungkook laughed as he said, Help? Do you think people will help a murderer? The first thing they'll do is run. Fine, I won't run. I'll help you. Jungkook became silent and looked at her. He felt a warmth, the one he never felt before, and he thought that he's finally at home. Jungkook, you will help me? But don't you disgust me for I wanted to kill you. Fine, I used to, but not anymore, because I saw the real you that everyone else has failed to see. Fine, everyone looked at you from outside, that how you are a murderer. But I looked into your eyes. You're not a monster, but a broken human that needs support from someone. Jungkook didn't want to believe this. Being called a broken human when he has killed so many people. That's ridiculous. Fine, I'll be that support you need. Jungkook, who has never cried in his adult life, had tears in his eyes because no one ever understood him. They all cursed him for being brutal, so he became more and more brutal to prove them right. He didn't know how to react or what to say to Vine. Vine wiped his tears and said to him, You don't need to say anything. We'll fix it together. Jungkook hugged Vine as he said, Thank you. Thank you so much for understanding me. I'll never ever hurt you and do whatever you say. Please don't give up on me. Please don't leave me. Fine, I won't leave you, but Jungkook broke the hug as he became worried. He looked at her and asked her, "But what?" "Fine, but I have a dream too. Can you let me study? I can't give up on my dream, please." Jungkook smiled. "Of course, you can do whatever you want, but don't leave me." His eyes had care for her, which he noticed in no one else but him. She hugged him to calm him down, as she said, "I won't, I promise."